Hello and welcome. Right, I thought I'd re-record this because this morning I was tired and I prattled on for ages. So this is me having another go at trying to do. It's also the maiden voyage of my new microphone. Yes, so I'm just hand holding this one. I'm not walking around a lot though. Not at the minute. Not for this particular thing. It's just the end of the session, which is really the beginning of the session. So what did we do in this session? Well, we did quite a lot. We sold a fortune. I mean, absolutely fortune, which meant... I've got to hold the mic, it's going to be awkward. Yeah, which meant we... No, we did buy something, that is true. But you will notice we are now the proud owners of Field 61. We sold most of our stuff, which we normally sell in March, because it was at the top price right now. Yeah, we got greens for nearly everything, so that's really quite amazing. Now, I'm not sure this time if it's because the small farmers kiosk, which is showing up in all of them, has got good prices. It's got a bonus, so I'm wondering if that is the cause for our good fortune. Yeah, I sort of did explain this. Now, what it is, now, I didn't realise this until you start modding and you start looking inside under the hood. You start to see the stats and what makes things tick. Now, that little small farmer's kiosk is the one that is actually in Riverbend Springs outside your main farm. It has a 0.25% bonus, so it's like self-marketing, only it's not. You don't know that until obviously. I did notice when I was using it, it wasn't always the best price, which does prove it's not always. It does still have highs and lows like any other sell point. But when it's on a high, obviously you really do get top prices. I did notice we got more good prices over at the small farmers kiosk on the main farm. But it's only when I obviously tried to sell the pig food and I thought, well, let's use a small farmers kiosk. Now, I didn't know what I was going to find at the time. What I did find was that it's got a 0.25%, so a quarter extra you get on the price at your small farmers kiosk. Now, that doesn't show up normally. Like, the green bonus is based upon the price at the sell point without the bonus, so that's not showing the bonus we get on top of. That's showing that at this precise moment the small farmers kiosk is like almost on a great demand. So we basically sold our product this morning. Now, I put the bonus up from 1.25 to 1.5 because I thought, well, if it's going to be self-marketing, then let's make it self-marketing. Now, I know it doesn't always make the price super duper, but obviously on top of a great demand, it really does make quite a difference. Now, I have no control of great demands, but I recognise the fact that our prices were good, and I show in the episode itself the fact that exactly how much we should have got and how much we did get due to the fact that it's like a great demand plus you get the bonus. So it really was quite amazing. So that meant that we could spend 213,504 on that field. Now, we have already limed it. Yeah, and in this session we actually lime it as well. So well, you can see after a fashion. Yeah, we did lime it too. So that's already, everything's been limed. All of our fields are ready. Now, we can obviously rotate our fields. We've missed canola because we had products in each of the fields at the time you would have planted canola, and other than ripping the canola out and putting it in the same field, and I'm trying to observe crop rotation, there was nothing else we could do. So literally, having already done that last year, I'm sure that's right, that we actually had canola and we put canola on, but I didn't want to run it again. It just seems to go totally against the crop rotation sort of thing. Now, the animals seem to have settled down since that bit of a hiccup. We did put, yeah, this is what I was actually mentioning. They're going down about 35 tons a day, so it's a mix and a half every day. So what I did so far was I'm trying to get a little bit ahead of the curveball. We did one of our yeah, because again, the other thing is I was mentioning was it's a beautiful enclosure. It really is, 250 animals. It's a bit small, which means you really want to stick a lot of products in there, a lot of TMR or silage, whatever you're feeding them with. But what you can use in there is a little bit limited. We can't use our big 37.5 tonner. You could knock it down to a 20, but then we've got the 17.777 litre super duper BI Industries one that we can use without it being a faff, and it's also a quick unload. So we've been using that, but it's still 17 tons. It's quite a few journeys, and then you've got the feed mixer, which is 24 tons, I think, or 22. So again, you've got to like do multiple runs every single day to sort of top it up. Not saying, I'm just saying, I'm not having a go. I'm just saying, I think the only thing that I can see so far that may just squeeze through, maybe the Farm Tech, the new Farm Tech that we've got, 55 tonner. That might well address it, which it's worth having a shot and having a look at. So what else did we do? Yeah, so we even sold all of our little oddments I ran them to our self-marketing store, and yeah, that's true. We did also go through a couple of months. We obviously went all the way through the winter. We did a little bit of ducking and diving, and my favourite part of the session was this, what we actually got down at the store. We bought it back. No, we haven't. I believe it's here. Is the Scorpio 710, the Black Sheep Modding 9.5 meter one. Finally, we have a stone picker. So we will be picking stones this year, which is fantastic. So I don't want to belabor this. So yeah, I'm just pointing out all of what I class as highlights, and also it's a little bit like Kevin said. Sometimes we've all got insights, and sometimes you like to share, because obviously there's a little thought. I might not do mod reviews per se, but we do mod reviews, as in like I will give pointers if I see something that's not quite right, or something that is quite right, or it's just so I'm gonna have to shift my I'm holding the mic just for this first time, and I just wanted to make sure the recording quality was good before I put it properly in its stand. But yeah, which means it's awkward for me moving around a little bit. Yeah, so we've gone right the way through to almost, well, it's February evening. Tomorrow morning we're going to start with all of our labours afresh. I've still got the straw to grab out of that field, which I'm going to do next session. But I think that's it. Yeah, the annual enclosure has settled down. We bought an extra field, and we made a fortune, and we have more to sell. The reason I've held it back now is because we've still got some hours, or some days, you could say, of the month, because which is our bestest weapon, is getting low on everything, like potatoes, and once they're gone, they're gone. But that is all of the potatoes we own. I think the carrot soup with the 16 tons pig food, 25 tons again, potato soup and red beet soup, and the triple soup is all going up again, even though we sold it in like December time. So we've still got quite a lot of cash. Now, I'm not going to, this is not only a guide, because we've got 100 grams of pig food that's not right. You could take 100,000 off that. So we've got 335 tied up in product to sell in the morning. Now, things like the canola oil, obviously we're not selling. That's part of like the thing. So this is not quite right, even if it was 335. But there is a lot of that is quite true. So we're still in the morning going to make quite a bit of cash, which is quite a nice place to be. So yeah, I did say we have not got too much of the sunflowers, so we're going to go quite mad on the sunflowers. And I said what I would like to do, yeah, I'll just go through what we've got. We did sunflowers in that, so we don't want to be planting sunflowers in that. I want a lot of sunflowers so that we've then got 2 years supply if I do this. So what I said was 61 and 62 as sunflowers. We still need to do our vegetables. Yeah, potatoes especially. Actually, yeah, that is true. I'd forgotten about that this morning. So we'll do potatoes in that one. And because that's a big field. Or do we do potatoes? No, vegetables are... Yeah, we got some of the vegetables are more than others, but it's true, actually. I'd totally forgotten about this. So sunflowers, I think we're going to have to roll back a little on what I was thinking, because I'd forgotten about all the vegetables that we need. Sunflowers, I will see whatever vegetable we've got in the most of, we will do in the smallest field, and then we'll do a field each of the 2 vegetables that are like the others, which leaves 1, 2, 3 fields, does it roughly? And what I said I would do, what I would like to do, I haven't done a cotton harvest at all. We've got the planter, so I think we're going to, any field spare, we'll do the vegetables first, which I believe that's April morning. Hang on a minute. Cotton. March. It is. It's only. Oh no, it's February, March. So we're a bit late for the February window. We could do it right now, but we're going to do that in the morning. So cotton, and we are going to do sunflowers, but I'm going to roll it back a little. I don't think we're going to quite do it because we still, again, it's because we've got so much versatility, such a wide span of products that we really need. Potatoes, 3 vegetables, and sunflowers because we've missed the canola boat, and anything else beyond that, we're going to do cotton so that we can at least justify the cost of the cotton harvester leasing it. So that is really it. Yeah, all that remains to be said is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Right, I thought we'd start down here and send this down by its own steam. I thought, well, it needs repairing. I was going to do it off camera. It needs to be a repair done, so I always like to show that on camera. Occasionally, I do it occasionally, but the money is always down. Oh, okay, we're not quite in the box. I keep forgetting that the box is like more here. That should do this time. So repair. Oh my life. Gordon and Bennett, 500 grand. Seriously. Obviously this engine blew up again. It is crazy prices. This. I really hope someone's going to do that. Yeah, that's the type of thing that really is beyond my level of modding. Yeah, I can tweak things, but I have no idea to do something like that. Again, I will. It's like anything. You do get a better. Now then, where do we go to? I think we'll go somewhere where that grass is, because it's no longer got anything there. Right, animals. How are we doing with our animals? Do we need to put some CMR in? Not particularly. And it's behaving. That is the good thing. 50 odd tons of slurry. We do need to grab the milk though. It is time for us to now then you. Do we need to do any lime? Have you got lime? You have a little. Let's have a look. I'm not sure. We need to do any liming this year, but we can have a look while we've got that on. Let's take the weed off for a minute. No, everything's done. I would have liked field 61. But, yeah, the thing is, yeah, we did see at the end of last session, and I haven't forgotten, that if you look at the turn save stock check, it's all on green now. So really, we could. The pig food we've got to manually do, and it's fibbing because some of that we don't own. 60 odd tons of that is ours. It's about half of that. And the... I'm trying to think, was it everything? The buffalo? Yeah, everything's on. Like, so really, only I think we did it already. I think I'd literally said sell. No, I didn't actually. I'm totally making that up. It didn't say that at all. So we need to sell, and then we need to go oil mill. Now, one of these, it's a canola oil, which would be selling now. It is true, it was good. Canola oil is in green, so we're not fibbing. Right, so oil mill, canola, selling. I do like the way giants have done that. You can zip from your menus. There's a lot of thought gone into that, and that is good. So that's selling. And then we want to go down, and we haven't got any campies, so storing carrot soup we have. Selling, and selling, and also not forget the triple soup, which is actually slightly better value. The potato soup's the best of all. So really, we should see one of the biggest bangs I've ever seen in the game since I started, and it's on Riverbend Springs. It took me a bit by surprise, actually. To that extent. Obviously the pig food we're going to have to do ourselves, and we've only got 10 minutes to wait, so let's literally grab the pig food that is ours, because we've shifted the one that we're not supposed to have into the silo. So that's, unless I forget, we really are. Yeah, and let's just grab that harvester that did such a cracking job. We had so heavily relied on it this year, and it really has paid dividends. It needs fueling up, because it drinks. It drinks diesel like it's gone out of fashion. It's a bit of a beast, but let's be honest, it does earn as well if it costs us thousands to repair, which this time it's definitely shown a little bit of damage. So let's get that done too. I'll be careful crossing this bridge because it really does take well over half. We will sell the pig foods there, which is about 100 grand. Well, depends on the bonus because it has also got a bit of a bonus. Right, we want that anchor in a minute. We need to grab, rescue the John Deere from its duties as front loader. It can now be a tractor. Yeah, which is, in a way, we've sort of, it could be the dedicated, let's just repair, let's concentrate, repair, yes, and now the big one, yes, excellent. Let's refuel. I'm sure we did refuel, yeah, at some point we refueled this, like this particular, so it's literally gobbles fuel like it's gone out of fashion. And it's, yeah, apologies, but it's really very far forwards as well, which probably is about right, actually. Can't see the fuel tank on it really, can you? Apologies, boss, we will be out of your way in a minute. We're a bit of a beast, and it's we get in the way a bit because of the size of us. Alright, we do need to repair the grass field, but nothing's growing this time of year, so do you know, it'll have to wait. It will, until we can actually do that. We were a little bit busy though in our defence, really. We need to fold this away. Nearly forgot the book. Oh, let's let that go down at the back. Smashing. No, wrong way. That'll do. Let's drop that header down as well. Because it is said that it's not good for it. Oh, we didn't wash it though. My bad. Yeah, it's so weird. You get used to it. Keep wanting to pull the American garden hose out of my pocket, but it's not there. It's amazing the things you do miss, really. Right, so then, we need you to release your fantastic thing on the front. Okay. Oh, of course, it's a double function, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's, yeah, basically you've got two, and lifted the back as a weight, but it's still got the same function. So if you do it on one, it's going to do it on the other. The same function, that is, of course. Yeah, it won't. Let's just drop that off. Beautiful bit of kit that it is. Let's not take the self-marketing. I'm going to do this as self-marketing, and I'm also going to do another one as a self one where it hasn't got the bonus on. Obviously, was on the Riverbend Springs one, but I've obviously copied, well, tweaked. Actually, I haven't really copied it per se, but yeah, it's completely different to what it was. It's only resembles vaguely by model. Ooh, I've done it again. Shouldn't do that with a quick. I keep thinking because it's on the John Deere, it's a John Deere one. On the John Deere one, you have to push its knuckles right into the ground for it to actually, you know. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, my bad. I did start your engine. The workers are so good, they always switch the engine off. Right, so your repairs are a great cost, but it is nice to have a telehandler. Yeah, this is the same one as we've got on Bhutan Pantai as well. Yeah. Oh, and it just flashes badly, yeah, all of the paints go between the meshes. You can see it flickering all the time. It's horrible. I really do hope Giants get a lid on this. That's right, we're going to use John Deere, won't we? But I think it's probably just about to the... It'll struggle, though, if we ever take the milk above 5 or 6 tons. Because it's not really built for, like, looking... Yeah, liquids. I think Giants have got it right as well. They're quite heavy, which they are, and really the little tractors do struggle. We've got 7 or 8 tonners, unless of course you do the cheat as a modder and you tell it it's got no weight, which no, I haven't done that. I think I wanted this to. No, then where is the milk tank? It's down the middle, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, you can tell them to have no weight, especially if you've done what I've done. You've extended how heavy it is, but that's part of the point of it, really. I want it to feel the weight as it really would be. interesting. Where is your point? Your tank's there. I mean, I've done that myself on one of mine. I just put the tank as a bit of a show. It didn't mean it was actually where the point was you to draw him out. It's got a proper pipe. It has. They've thought about it. It's piped over here. So now we know that. Yeah, we do indeed want all of that. I do love that. Small things please small minds. But it's useful. It's not quite as good as the mod that you could just press it and switch it off, but it's as close as we can get with that. Yeah, macros. That's what it's all about. Misspent youth. Final Fantasy 11 was yes. Mom, it was a social game. We had a few friends, and we all used to knock a party together. It was good fun. It was more about the social sort of thing, but yeah, it's right. So then we're going to need to shift. Yeah, the next thing is we've got to grab the potato out of everything where we are, which I think we're on the trigger already, so we need to go off and back on again to get the fill, because we released. Oh, is it broken? Oh no, it's a bit further back. It's on the Giant's trigger then. Yeah, so this is all ours. And it is true, I did feel a bit cheaty when I put that down, but on Rizu Forest as well, my fill rate's a little, it's good. You've got to wait all the time. Everything can't be super every single time, can it? It's standard fill rate. I'm not sure, I don't know that I've looked at where to tweak that setting. My unload rates are good on everything, but yeah. And so in 2 minutes we should see that number like exponentially, well actually in less than 2 minutes, because we should just about beat that 2 minutes to empty this and earn a fortune before that. But then we should really see, yeah, this is what I'm going to call a pivotal episode. I'm not sure we need to sum up on this one, because this is going to be one, I suppose, yeah, no, I ought to, but to be honest, I think us going through the winter one is probably one of those episodes where we might, I don't know, that people, all of us do like consistency, really. This may defeat me, because it's, yeah, in fact, let's go forwards. Yeah, these are the type of things where I've got the Volvo on my test map, and you can see the difference. But I'm having a go at the International. It's a very reasonably priced lorry, and because of that, yeah, I'm going to have to go. Whoa. It's not the most powerful, it really isn't, which you wouldn't expect. For its cost, is a real fantastic bit of kit. I do love it. This is going to be awkward, really, because I'm going to, not really, I suppose I can pull wide and then reverse in. So, yeah, if this is in green, we may get more than we should because of the bonus. So, let's have a look, yeah, let's have a quick look. Imagine let's let this tick up happen. Right, 218,190. Right, then let's have a look at the time saving stock check, how much it says. That's not the time saving stock check. How much it says we should get, but we've got half it. So pig food should be 112,000. But that's only, so it's not far off. I'd say about 100 grand, because we've got less than 78 tons. That's a fib, because we don't own that. We only own 8 tons of that. So if we say 100 odd thousand, which would be 318,000. If we get more than that, that's because of the bonus that you get. It's sort of like self-marketing. So let's see. It's hard to tell when you're halfway through, you're not really sure. Yeah, Yep, it is definitely. So there is a bonus on top that we get to what it says, and that is down to, it's exactly the same thing that Omatana does in her. That you put the price less, you know, like you say at 0.5 Omatana says, because I've looked. So that's a really good, when she says cheaper, it really is cheaper. Half price goods in that particular thing, and that one's got on Riverbend Springs, it's got a 0.2 bonus. I put it up to 0.5, half, so it's 1.5 that we're getting on that. I thought I'd make it worthwhile, because this is, I'm going to class this as self-marketing, but I've not labelled it yet. But there's going to be one that's just a sell point for like on the map. But this is our personal, where we're selling our own goods on the edge of the road as farmers do, and of course that means that you actually make that additional profit, and that's what I've done it for, to actually do that. So we're up to 340,000, and we are actually dollars. Well, let's buy that field quickly before the farmer decides he's gonna like put something in it. Fantastic. So we own all that I ever wanted us to, really. 64, isn't that a weird, it's a long way off though, really. I mean, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a stuff, but this is a clump of fields. That's really good. These two are a clump of fields next to each other. Would have been nice to own 66, but then again, you've got to buy the farmyard to do it, and I'm not intending. I'm not a massive fan of that farmyard. It's strewn out, whereas that's concentrated right in the middle of like everything, with like little tiny auxiliary buildings to support and help. So after that little thing, we're up to 126,000. So, Mr. Smith, what have you got to do that you always forget? That is to put that back onto story. I am getting better actually on FS25. Yeah, and at the bottom as well, triple soup, and then we want oil mill. It has sold. Yeah, and now we just need to do the bits. Buffalo milk, that's just the milk, that's the bottle, which has sold. And yeah, we do need to sell. Well, actually, well, it's such a good price, we ought to grab that and do it all now, because we've got no excuse. We could sell it on our doorstep now, really, which is brilliant. We've got the straw to do. I'm going to leave that. I want this episode to be about us going through the winter. I wanted it to be the victory lap to sort of show how we've done, really, and I think we've done that. We've literally just made a fortune and blown most of it, but we've still got some on hand to go through the winter, and that's what I was really hoping, that this was going to be one of those pivotal episodes where you really do show. Now that we've got some things in front of this as well. She's been here for years. As long as this is canola oil, we want to be doing this too. It is pure canola oil. That should be the last one, because the rest should be sunflowers. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to block the single ones like this. I am blocking the triples on nearly all Let's Plays, obviously, because I want to sell them the way that you know, like you can do. That I've always done that all the way through. Let's grab 3, I think. Back. In fact, let's grab just 1, and we'll grab the other 2. Yeah, I want to use these as they're intended, as we just have done, so that we're paying, if there is still a surcharge. I'm not sure, but I'm willing to pay that my workers to do that in the background. I've always thought that is a good feature, and we did test it well very, very early on, when everyone was like quibbling about, oh, it's costing me a fortune. But no, it's not. It's costing you between 5 and 7% is all, and that is definitely true. And also, it's understanding the average prices, that if they're, yeah, I did all of my, wow, that's good, all of my testing on Elm Creek in the beginning. We sold that way straight away, so we could observe and see. It should be sunflower. Let's just double check. It should be. It is. Fantastic. Yeah, on Elm Creek, and I worked out through observing the prices and like doing an average of the price and seeing if it matched what we got, and it did exactly. So then I knew that it was just about the averages. So, oh, this is potato soup. This is one of the best. So fantastic. I mean, the good thing about selling directly to our own as well, we are getting inflated prices. Yeah, we are. We're getting inflated prices because we are self-marketing. Yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing it by. It is done on purpose, and it will be sold as a self-marketing one. But I am also going to have a sale point for like. So really, it's where it should be. It's on the edge of our land. If it was the sale point as I intended, which of course it was always intended for that, that's why it won't let you stick it anywhere else. And I'm going to alter it so that I can have a map sale point version as well. Fantastic. So we're getting a bonus on everything we sell on this to represent the fact that we are marketing our own goods. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm very happy with that, really. And then let's try and grab that, and then we can sort of shove them together, sort of, almost. Yeah, the Manitou seems to be one of the worst for this, whether it's the colour red, I'm not sure, for going through the, you can see it flashing black and red all the time. It's really very disconcerting. It is on Hutan Pantai when I'm using it. It's a beautiful bit of kit, but right, 3-4, yeah, that's, it's nice to get a bonus for that, because it doesn't really, so we're up to 144,412. And we've sold everything and we bought a field. Now then, does that field need any liming or anything like that? Because sometimes other farmers are not, they don't always look after their... Mind you, I didn't really intend on this to be that one of those sessions where we do that, but let's just quickly... Yeah, we can do this bit ourselves. It doesn't like going over the ridges though. It really slows it down, so let's not. Let's use what we've got and then we'll grab it and fill it. I don't want it to be a monster session. I really wanted this to be the victory lap. But in a way, I suppose, what we've done already is... Yeah, I mean, we've really done, because of the... yeah, because of the prices, we've actually done it already early, because we should really be March. And for some reason, everything's on green. And that's nothing to do with that sale point. Yeah, because as we sort of showed... The sale point is selling for more than the price it says on that, because there's a bonus that it can't work out. So, yeah. Which is obviously, I've just emphasised that that is the truth. So, now we remember we can't go down there. We can, but it's not the right way. I reckon that if we do fill all of these bits and bobs with lime, that it'll actually do it. So I'm really quite pleased. We've got to... Yeah, no, I'm going to leave this one alone. But going forwards, what I intend to do is to try to use my mods to the full as a testing thing, so that we can see any flaws before I put them on the mod hub, because I'm probably wasting my time even contemplating putting anything on the mod hub at present, because it's absolutely glutted, as I said. Yeah, a lot of the modders are up in arms about yeah, the way things are at the minute, and I don't really blame them. I thought Giants would come back from Christmas and like really work hard on that first week, and then to be honest, it's not really, really impressive what has happened. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Lime. And again. We'll let you do it at the back. We've got to be a bit closer. Fantastic. Not quite right. So 6,077 is brilliant big here. This is what I loved about the original Fendt GT. Now obviously the little tiny tipper's not, but you couldn't really do it much. I've got to be honest, it's about as good as you could do it due to the design of the GTA. I don't know why we didn't get one for the bigger one though. Why? Yeah, I don't know why there was no Xylon love. Yeah, I've got the Xylon on Hutan Pantai, and I was gutted because obviously I bought the platform for the GTA and there isn't one for the Xylon. I was a little bit gutted, so I'm going to no, I would suppose I could tweak it. I could like make a version for the design. You are allowed to do that as long as I'm allowed to tweak someone else's mods as long as it's only for myself, and I'm not like trying to do that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think I shall see if that is just a restriction that's just not been actually done for the. Missed the boat on that one. Right, let's get this done. Yeah, this is that has got cruise control on. As you can see, it don't half waste the line because of these ridges. Gordon Bennett, what a cost! It's almost better to do that, but then you get like, look at that, slow down. Mind you, I suppose it may be like that in real life, but that's just terribly awful. I mean, it's bad enough liming normally without that. You really shouldn't be liming with a 350 horsepower tractor just because the ridges are, you know, like, I mean, almost 6 miles an hour. It's half speed, which means I'm using twice as much lime as I should. It sort of makes a bit of a mockery of this because it really is supposed to be a low-powered job, but because of this, I mean, I'm crawling. I'm losing speed. It's ridiculous. Yeah, well, we should have easily done that on what we've got, and instead we've like nowhere near done it at all. Apologies for me. Just really just gripe me. I mean, look. Yeah, I'm having to resort to this type of behaviour where you're like switching, stopping and starting. It's almost like the PTO is not capable of... Is it the fact that we've got that on? It doesn't need to be on, does it really? Is it sucking too much power? No, not really. It's making no difference at all. It's still crawling. Crawling less, actually. It's terrible. And that has got a wheel, so there's no way that wheel should be doing like friction that's resisting. Yeah, that's one physics that I remember very well at school. Friction, resistance, and we've got none of that. It's a wheel. It's literally still not too bad though, but that we would have done that on that, and now we've got to like come back again. And we shouldn't need to. It's terrible. I really wanted this session to be about us going through rather than like faffing around, but it does need doing. Let's just get this. I think what we'll do is we'll fill it again. It's not terribly expensive, and we'll let the worker carry on. So it's not about that, but it wouldn't surprise me if they still run out and we still don't get the field finished because they're not terribly good. Certain things they're good at. Ploughing and things like that are quite phenomenal. Even seeding and planting I find quite amazing, but they are really not terribly good fertilising. They just like flick down your field and waste half of your fertiliser and do stupid overlaps that are crazy. I used the Quattro yesterday on Weasley Forest. Now that is awful. They swan around. They sort of know what it is, but they don't, and they swan around the field. Oh, you stop doing the diesel malarkey. Yeah, they swan around the field and keep putting the header down at bits that they've already done. I thought, well, let's give it a chance. So I followed it around the field in the cab and let it do its work, which is a joke because it didn't do any. After like watching for about 5 minutes, I thought, I think I've watched for long enough. I think it's time for me to take over and actually get some work done, because this work is going to bankrupt me without doing a stitch of work. So it's yeah, there was no work going on, none at all. So I took over and we soon whipped that field into shape, and it was a monster. And that was a 3-hour session that it squeezed into an hour, and that's why I love the time lapses, because there's no way I'd ever expect you to like watch for 3 hours long. But it's yeah, I don't almost always do time 3 time lapses, I thought that was a special occasion for knocking the ×4 out. I don't like ×5 or 7, which is the standard time-lapse settings that most people do. But it's too jerky. I like 3 because there's very little jerking goes on with 3. I thought we were letting the worker do this. Seemingly not. The idea of them wasting our lime is obviously too much for Mr. Smith the bear. Oh, seemingly. Not that, I mean, we can all waste a bit of lime. It's the nature of the beast. Yeah, it's like the PTO sucking too much power out. With this. Oh, come on. What are you faffing around at? Cruise control is on. Not that you'd think it was. It's terrible. So it does sort of like make a bit of a mockery of the tractor. Because you sort of like will think, oh, if I've got to put up with that across the fields, it's going to cost me twice as much. It's the idea of having something like a 250 horsepower tractor to cope with the PTO loss on a fertiliser stroke limer because of the ridges is a little bit ridiculous. I suppose you could say well cultivated. This is a point. You could say that. I suppose it is a thing really with ploughing. Really, it probably would do that, wouldn't it? Well, at least we haven't got to plough this. They've actually already done that, which is quite amazing. Let's just grab this big chunk here that we have missed. Right, so that didn't work quite as I planned. I think we'll just do a side swipe. Yeah, even my donuts, they're not terribly effective. All of those years with Need for Speed did come in useful for something in Farming Simulator. Oh, it is true, yeah. When I was trying to pull away from occult games and things like that, magic and all the rest of it, because of my beliefs, basically at that point I was left with things like Need for Speed and games like that, which they weren't naturally the sort of games I would like go to, but because I was trying to move away from all of those type of games, it was the game that I sort of went towards. I did enjoy it, but as I got older, I think I'll be about 50 odd, its reactions hurt, and I'll explain what I mean. When you're a younger person, obviously all your neurons and that, they're all, you know, like you're all fired up and all the rest of it, and you can cope with that. As you get older, that kind of adrenaline junkie type stuff, it comes at a cost, and I didn't want to pay the cost anymore. Yeah, it got a bit difficult, so I thought, nah, let's leave it. It's the game's telling me that it's for a younger person, really. But I can still enjoy it, but it is really that you've got to concentrate constantly on, because it's one of those every second counts types of game where you need to be on the ball every single second, and like that's for a younger person whose concentration is really on the ball and their focus is razor sharp, but not for someone who's at work all day and then you come in and it's a bit much. So right, so then we've done the liming that we need to do at present. I do like that tree, and never noticed that before. Beautiful tree. Yeah, apart from the fact that the meshes are horrible, they're not the fine meshes, but hey ho, what can we do? Right, so then we're up to 142,000. We're in the month of December. The animals have been fed. Well, they've got plenty of food in. Plenty. Buffalo milk is creeping up again. Slurry is doing well. Yeah, it is true. When I actually flicked over with the animal enclosure, my animal enclosure, I realised actually it's not. If you look at the building, it is. No, I don't know. I think, yeah, mine's 100. I would say that's about right. Looking at the size of the building, I would say that what I've got it on is about right. A little bigger from the angle I did it the other day, but it's definitely, that's about right. So let's go through. Oh, we've got the long nights on, haven't we? that's supposed to be faster nights that somehow is actually slower night. I keep meaning to take it off but I keep wanting to like give it a chance to see, is there a better way for me to do it? It just seems fine control with time, but then it also has the nasty ability to mean you've got to stop again at night and then go through till the morning, and it will wake you up way too early when it's dark. Yeah, it's 9:41 at night. Yeah, the good thing is it does do this. Really, as in like you can do that. But we're not going to dabble. No, they'll either be there in the morning or they won't. Yeah, and now we go 9 o'clock, but it doesn't listen. It goes to 6, and you can tweak those settings as much as you like. It still wakes you up at 6. Yeah. And why is it sped up? Let's take the time down. Is it a difference? Wrong way. Yeah, it does that as well. I don't understand what it's about. Let's just one last time till 9 o'clock. And that's what I'm saying. 3 sleeps. Admittedly, that's nice and quick. Right, so that's the same as it ever was. Right, let's get a load done. And I believe we said we were going to use the John Deere as... I'm not sure how well he'll manage. I don't know. I think he'll manage the... Let's do the food first. Top priority. Feeding the animals, definitely. So we'll do a mix. We might... I'm not sure how much these are going to have now that there are so many of them. I mean, they are doing very well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is empty. It is. Mind you, this type of tractor's got one of those... Yeah, so we're going to get this straw off in March, whilst the planters and seeders are getting cracking. The one thing as I'm going to say is obviously, mind you, I suppose we can watch where the vegetables were. We've got canola. Oh, we missed canola. We have. So we want silage 8. And we want hay. No, I don't like doing it in that order. 14. And we want hay. Just let it go. And that, it's those words. Let it go. They just make me want to like sing the Frozen song. Oh, which I really don't want to subject you to, really. Yeah, not without music. It is weird. A true genius musician, you can tell they're good when they can sing without music. Me, not so much. I need the music in the background because I'm only a novice. But yeah, I've not got a terribly bad voice, but I'm not sure that Frozen's really my thing. It's a catchy song. I'm going to say that. The grandkids were forever when it was the in thing. Were always having Frozen on, so you're subjected to listening to Frozen a lot. Now this has got a very, very narrow window of... Okay, missed the first one. Somehow it's not appearing. We've definitely got plenty of room in the inn. Just don't tell me it's crashed and burned. Okay, well that's a bit odd. We've definitely got the right thing selected. And we've definitely got plenty of room. 300 tons worth of room. Oh, strange. Right, let's check what side... Yeah, there's not much in it. Both are going to be fine. And it really shouldn't have changed where it needs to go. So I don't know what's happening with this. We didn't even get a flicker. Okay, well that's a little bit odd. Well, let's grab a normal. Let's buy some from that on the silo. Or no, let's grab the normal tipper. We'll stick this in the silo. This. Oh, hang on. I've got a flicker of it then. It is a bit. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit of work. I think the tipper's got more chance of doing this than us, since this seems to not to like the mixing wagons, which obviously it really should. We'll stick this in here, which I think now I've got on the right hand side. So that's going to like need pulling in a little. Okay, oh, that's interesting. Has the mixer wagon crashed or what? We've got a brief flicker well away from where it should have been. We should try a normal trailer. This is not what I signed up for. Mind you, I mean, I've got to be honest, there's a lot of things wrong with the game that I really didn't sign up for, that I'm very, very disappointed in FS25, in a lot of things. Yeah, so it was right hand side. It really is actually quite precise. Now, how can that be so light at the top, but then so dark at the bottom? That's what I want to know. So it may well be that that's what defeated us inside. Let's grab the fence and let's grab that trailer, and we shall trail it in, because I really didn't want this to be like wasting time. I think we're pretty much, yeah, we've got a decent session actually now already. We're not quite through the winter. Yes, we should get busy with the fluffy mods next year, and we'll grab 37.5 tons at a pop of the this should almost be right, almost. Oh, trust me to have gone the wrong way. That was right close as well. Yeah, it's almost, it is coming out of the nozzle, but it's not quite central. So it's nearly there, but it's not quite right. And that's what I'm on about, really. It's really the testing sort of stage of your mods. Is you can. It's surprising when you see the mods that get into the mod and you like think, did you not do any testing? Because it's sort of seriously, yeah, the tip on that is much better than the mixing wagon. It's like the mixing wagon's nozzle's too far out, so you might need to hug way in. Right. Let's do one bought one as well. Yeah, we're wasting too much time, that's what I mean. This should be on TMR as well. I think it works like that. If one of them does it, they all link, don't they? So, which is a really good feature. Yeah, there's a few things I've got to tweak on my multi-route silo, and that is, one of them's the rate, the bale trigger. It really needs to be set quite high. If you consider an 11-ton bale that's set at 1 ton per second, it's going to take 11 seconds for that to actually disappear. Now, the Nikki in FS22 was a little bit like that, not quite that. She did do it better than that. Yeah, I knew there was 2. But the triggers seem a little bit on the precise, bit gianty. Because giants are exactly the same. The triggers are well too sensitive. You go over and then it's gone instantly. You'd really, with big lorries and things like that, you can't have that. It used to be far more generous. Now they've gone very precise, but in a bad way. Right, I would say should be. Yeah, Buffalo. It's only 1.6 tons, even though we've got, how many have we got? 30, 60, 90. But obviously some of these are just little bands, and there's only, who are the biggies? Yeah, so these, and these are all producing milk. So I've got 45 milkers and 45 non-milkers. So that is quite amazing. And we're about, with those other two, to drop in a couple of months. So that is quite amazing. It is. So then let's go through, yeah, we've seen. Let's go through till this evening, seemingly. Yeah, even if I like to go right the way through the night, which it allows you, it doesn't. It just still wakes you up at the night. The only useful thing I do find about it is the fact that obviously it shows you if anything dropped in the afternoon at night, because you can actually, yeah, like that. So, I mean, that is actually brilliant. Another 21 metre. We could do a little bit of wheelie. This is the type that, and again, why another front mower when we've got a front mower? Why are we not getting any rear mowers? We've got a, no, I've got that mixer wagon on, no, it's not a straw blower, isn't it? Yeah, it is, right. So then, let's pop down, will you stop doing that, Mr. Smith? Let's pop down to the store, and we'll stick the lights on, because it is a little bit dingy, to say the least. Right, so then let's get this done quickly. This is the type of lineup. I mean, there's not a lot in it, but if you earn £1.5 grand off each one of these items, and it's 6 or 7, it's paying for your costs. Now that we're going to have to lift, so we can buy that as is, and that also, which is a shallow cultivator. It's a good value one, that is, actually. It is. Right, let's lift that up and stick that on the front. Hey, it's bigger than it looks, actually. That's a fairly good-sized shallow cultivator. Yeah, it's amazing. You sometimes put mods in or packs, and you're not always completely, or I'm not. I am a terror for thinking, oh, that's a good idea. Cultivators, I don't use a lot, but I do put some in that are reasonable and things like that, which obviously this one was, or it was a Giants one and it just came in, I'm not sure, but I don't recognise it. But then again, I might well have put it in for a weeder or something if it was part of a pack and not really paid attention on, yeah, the cultivator itself. Right, so then, we do indeed. And we want to buy the bowmate. We're going to have to lug. Let's do these two, because we can do that in one go again. Yes, we're still waiting for a rear but I've got to be honest, I think if we do some wheeler dealing and we make some profit, I think that's what we'll do, and that's what I'm saying. It really is not a bad function with the price of repairs, and also, yeah, I mean, like leasing costs. Mr. Silly P often used to do his some contracts to pay for like something he knew he'd got to lease, and likewise you could do the same for a bit of wheeler dealing like this. With a lineup like this where you've got 5 or 6 items, because it's worth spending 2 minutes to do it, or maybe it's 2 might be a little bit, it might be more like 3 or 4, but it's still worth it because it's a valid way. And again, if you're trying to bring out all of the features of the game, you've got to sometimes it's not going to please everybody. Of course it's not. Wow, it's made us quite a bit of cash, really. Now the bow mech. Absolutely, yes. I wish it was the third, because I would have swapped hours for this if it had been the bigger one. We need the weight on this time. Yeah, if it had been the bigger one, I would have done a bit of ducking and diving, and for yourselves, because I mean that's the other thing. We probably would have lost a little, but even if it part chopped for a bigger one, 21 meters is good. But what I mean is there's the beautiful 36, which really makes things quite phenomenal. Right, I think we're going to have to go inside the arms. I think the only point on this is the bit where it connects. Everything else is an optical illusion that doesn't exist. think I'm right in saying that. Right. I might be wrong, but I do think I'm right, actually. Oh, so it's a normal 3-point attach. Well, I didn't know that. Whoa. Let's let go. I really didn't know that. There was a normal 3-point. So those slurry things can attach 3-point things. That I really didn't know. Yeah. So you see, 161,000, it was well worth doing, and we could sort of really eke. We're going to go through till March morning anyway, so we will do that, but 9 o'clock. But you'll still wake me up at 6, and then, this is my gripe. February, 9 o'clock. Huh? Oh, right, yeah, no, technically I suppose that's probably right. So this is going to take us to February evening, I believe. The weird thing is, though, sometimes it doesn't do what you expect, whereas there should be a pattern to it, and that's what I'm saying about. Mind you, I have tweaked around with this. Yeah, so it is 9 o'clock at night. We've earned a little bit off our generator. Oh, okay. Oh, beautiful. The 6-meter header we've already got, but we definitely want that. Now that is amazing. 21 grand for the 9-meter. We were talking about this, weren't we? Do we do that one as well? I mean, we don't want it, but it is a beautiful bit of kit. We've got a really large, and that as well. Fantastic. One of those items we are obviously keeping. So we have threatened, we do want to de-stone our fields, especially being as... Yeah, I must admit, I did favour that on FS22, and that is like ploughing a lot. For the ability for it not... I mean, the weeds are not working right. It's even if you plough, there's still the odd opportunity that you can get weeds. It's not perfect, it's not at the minute, but obviously when it's stable, it's supposed to be a function working. So when it is stable, obviously it will be worth doing. Wow, now this is a bit of a beast. Now this is, it says 450. I can see why the crop chaser is a bit of a... Oh, we missed the boat a little bit on that. Right, we'll go through till March morning. Or do we leave it here? We could do, I think. And then literally we'll go through till March morning next session, I think. So this mighty thing at the back, that should be quite a bit of cash. And that's what I'm saying, the bigger your item, the more profit you make from it, which is quite... Now, I'm not sure the header's going to appear. Oh, it did. Yep. Yeah, 10 odd grand. And of course, that's what I'm saying. We've really made the stone picker out of that. Yeah, there are no items left. Yeah, so we've made the stone picker out of that because we were about on that before we bought the stone picker. So for 20,000, we bought an implement because we wheeler-dealed, and that is what I'm saying, why this is very... Yeah, it's done that thing when you drop the weight. It's a bit of a glitch on the weight of things. If you've had a weight on the back and you drop it, the tractor still registers that the weight's on the back, and it then tips forward. Yeah, it's sort of... I can't quite work it out, but it is something like that, because it suddenly starts to tip forward, and it shouldn't. So we have now finally got the stone picker. Now this is the Let's Play though. I did get the 5.5 early, and I thought, no, I'll get the 9.5 meter. Yeah, but you can't guarantee that you will. We waited an awful long time to actually get that. So right, let's drop that off, and we will send a tractor down some points to grab that. So amazing, we've finally got a stone picker. And we're at 150,222, and I am going to leave it here. Yeah, we're going to go through till March 1. Now, oh, that's what I'm saying. It still thinks it's got the weight on. because it shouldn't. No way should it have done that. Right. Yeah. What are we going to do? Oh, we're still on 3, and this is what I'm saying. It does weird things. Now I knocked that down, so it does weird things on its own. So what are we going to do with Miss Canola? Yeah, stupidly forgot, or I'd got all my fields full at the time, or no, yeah, I would have done, because the only field that we had at harvest for the canola was the canola field that we'd already got. So really, there were no options. All of the others were full of everything, so we couldn't do it in our defence for once. So yeah, we missed the canola boat because we missed the canola boats through normal. Yeah, we would have needed an extra field. So then, we obviously do canola later in the year, and we definitely want to do. Now that is a point. How much have we got in hand for the oil mill? Sunflowers need topping up. And we also need to pay attention to the preserved food factory. Are we running low? Yes. Wow. Carrots. Yeah, we need to do a. So it's a good thing that we've stopped here at this point, because we need literally to, like top that up this coming session, because that is our main business, and we still will probably earn a bit of cash from it. The dairy, the butter's up nicely. Buffalo mozzarella is almost up to a ton now. If this was Giants, it would be like down at 200 litres at this precise moment. So that's good. So really, we need to top the oil mill up. What I'm trying to get at is I don't think we're going to have much on hand of sunflowers. I don't think we are. No, we must have tipped it all in, and that's my point. We're going to run out. So with sunflowers, we need to go mad with. Yeah. Yeah, we're out. We've got the oil, which we're going to sell in the morning, and that's it. The sunflowers. What are the cycles? No, I've done it right. Yeah, yeah, no, that's spot on. So I thought we had more sunf. Oh, I know what I've done. I do. We missed an opportunity. I remember seeing it when I started the engine. What have you not done? It's that one there. No, it's not. It's that one there. No, it's not. One of these actually had the trailer on. No, it's not you. But you will do, I'm sure. It's over there. Oh, yeah, Omatana's got a collision on her that's quite wide. I keep hitting it whenever I've got the... it's a high collision, but it's nowhere near where it should be. I know she'll fix it. I know she will, but I keep forgetting, and like it keeps on collaring me. Yeah, we've got 15 tons of sunflowers in here. Yeah, so we put absolutely none. That's last year's sunflowers. So this might just about get us through the year, but we still, yeah, on some Let's Plays like Frontier, we've been doing oil for a while, and we've got like 2 years supply. Now, this is just about going to get us through the year, which means if we do it this year in a lot, we don't need to do it next year, because we'll already have some on hand. So that's a good place to be. But this year, this will get us through the year, and what we had last year got us through the year to this point, because we've still got some in stock, and that's what I'm saying. So really, I haven't done anything wrong, even though technically I have, because it could have actually processed another couple of tons, because it is actually out of sunflowers itself. So this should have a slightly more generous trigger than it used to have. Yeah, only not a lot. Perhaps I've not altered that one. I have a little. Yeah, no, you used to hit the back thing with it. Fantastic. So that's the sunflowers finally in. So we're going to top up, have a session with the lorry, and it's going to be an awkward session of topping all of the produce up, and we'll sell in the morning the remnants, which I would imagine is still going to actually add up to quite a bit. Yeah, now we know that's fibbing, because we've only got 25 tons that's ours. The rest is, 30 odd tons. That's like, they always is going to say that we've got a lot where we haven't. Oh, wow, these are green as well. So, oh, wow. We'll be selling what we can. Butter's going to earn us quite a bit of cash. Carrot soup. Yeah, no, all of it together in the morning is going to add up to quite a bit of cash again. So it was selling it when we did. It was good, but there is work to do next session. So yeah, we're cutting it a little early. I'm hoping, though, that by March it will be gone, or sometime during the snow will be gone. So we need to do sunflowers a lot. Now, we did sunflowers in that field, so I think we're going to do sunflowers in 61 and 62. And what crops shall we do? Do we do a soybean? Have we got... I think we've got... Didn't we get a planter in the end? I think we did. I'm sure we've got the standard... Ah, it was. I thought we'd got the... Okay, I don't think we have then, have we? I could have sworn we had. In fact, I'm very close to where I need to be to look. I thought we've got... We have. It's a horse. That's right. So we've got the 6-metre horse. I think we're going to, like, go mad. Do we need some straw? Probably. We'll do one crop for straw as well. What can we plant? I think it's only oats. So oats for straw again. Oh, no, actually, sunflowers do sorts like that, so I don't really know. I'd love to do. I would love to do, but we need enough fields to do it. If we're not putting sunflowers in there, if we're doing sunflowers in those two, we can't do... Oh, no, we need the fields free, though, so we're going to need to oat. So we're going to oat that so that we can canola it at the back end, which leaves us 3 fields to do with what we like. Now, what I'm thinking is that we're going to do some cotton. I think we're going to do a cotton harvest. So we're going to do those 3 fields so that it's worthwhile as actually leasing a cotton harvester, because it's got to be worth your while. Probably 58 will just pay for the leasing costs, and then 59 and 60 we might actually break even. So yeah, I think we're going to do that, because I haven't done a cotton harvest yet. I haven't done any sugar cane either, and I do wish to remedy that soon too, so I'm looking forward to that. But I think we've only got the ore stuff now in sugar. Throw myself a wobbler now. Yeah, no. Sometimes I get, when you're a bit tired, I get this like little blip where I don't quite not know where I am, but like I'm like, that's not where I want to be. So then it's sugar cane planters. That's not changing. It's harvesters. You used to have the little ones, didn't you, as well? But it's now everything's all together. So sugarcane harvesters, it's only the ore stuff now. There is no little one like there used to be, like there has been in the game for a long, long time. I mean, it was a little bit, but with the workers could be quite devastating with it, to be honest. It was not a bad little thing. So that's missing, because now again you've only got the option of the ore stock. It's 350,000. It's a lot of cash. If I was going to do it seriously, it would be one of those things that you could... I mean, sugar's not a bad business to go into if you're doing lots of sugars, but the equipment's all really expensive. So, yeah, it's flashing, I know. So, yeah, right, we're going to leave it there, yes. So, all that remains to be said is... Yeah, because I'm going to do a bit of a catch-up, even though we've sort of done it as we've gone through. So, yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.